Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom praise is due forever. And we thank him, and we can never thank him enough for blessing us with the greatest leader the world has ever or will ever know. The man whom God has made his second self. A man whom I believe at this very moment is in power and is the one making rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes. The Son of Man, the Messiah, the Christ, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I greet all of you, his wonderful followers, with the greeting words of peace. Assalamu alaikum. The Minister Ismail Muhammad, laboring staff of Mosque Mariam, laborers of the Nation of Islam, beloved brothers and sisters. I am so grateful and thankful to Almighty Allah for bringing each of you safely through the skies and over the highways to Mosque Mariam, that we might celebrate this Savior's Day. This has been a glorious Savior's Day thus far. I am so proud of those who competed and won, and those who competed and did not win, but they competed. The Holy Quran teaches us to vie with each other in righteousness, and so nobody lost. All of us are winners. On behalf of Sister Farrakhan, who is not with us today, not because she didn't want to, but she and her staff worked tirelessly, night and day, and I think my wife has been up for nearly 36 hours working to make sure that all of the sisters who placed orders for your garments were not disappointed. And I really thank Allah for Sister Farrakhan, really Mother Farrakhan. And if we could gather up all the awards that were given today and lay them at her feet, we would not be able to say thank you loud enough and strong enough for her suffering and her sacrifice to help me to be who I am and what I am, and help us to be what we are. Dear brothers and sisters, I did not intend to give any speech today. I certainly hope that Allah will bless me to feed you well tomorrow. But as I look at you, and you do look so beautiful, and as I As I sense your spirit, I can't help but reflect on the words of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad when he said he had the best followers of any leader anywhere to be found on the earth. And I agree. As I look at the laborers and those who received their awards, and I thought to myself of Jesus and his lonely road and his mission, which was to catch fish and then make them fishers of men. And as I look at my catch, I feel abundantly secure and strong in the knowledge that this group is not like those who went before. God says in the Quran to the first group that I will bring a group in your place who will love Allah and Allah will love them, and they won't fear the censure of any censurer, and they will be humble toward the believers and mighty against the disbelievers. I believe that I'm looking into the faces of that august body that Allah spoke of in the Quran. I am so very proud of the children of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad who stand with me in this work. Yes. And I am abundantly proud of the wives of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the comfort and the guidance and the counsel and the encouragement that they have given to me over these last 17 years. So to all of the laborers and to all of the believers, if I could say something before I sit down, I would say this. One of the greatest pressures that human beings are subjected to today is called stress. All of us labor under stress. Our homes reflect our stress. Our relationships, one with the other, reflect the degree of our stress. The way we handle the problems in our homes and with our children and our interpersonal relationships is largely due to how we handle stress. So I asked myself one day, what is stress? It is pressure on the mind beyond what the mind and body is able to bear, or pressure on the body that limits its development, limits its ability to function, and creates dis-ease or lack of harmony in the members of the body. Stress. I relate stress to duty. I want to say that again. Each one of us is created by God with a duty, an obligation, something we are bound to do. And stress that is natural is based upon the problems of life, but we compound those natural problems of life when we default in duty. We add stress to stress, and that begins to break us down. So the only way to get out from under stress is to look at what is my duty. What am I obligated to do? And then ask the question, am I doing what I am obligated to do? And if I don't do what I'm obligated to do, how much stress am I placing on myself? Above and beyond the normal and natural stress of a righteous person or one who's attempting to be righteous, living in a world of evil. Now, each human being is a creature of duty. We say, I love you. Yeah. But then default in duty. Think about it. Think about it. Well, love is not measured by how many times we say it. Love is measured by how well we perform our duty to the person or persons whom we say we love. You see, the duty of the MGT is laid out in question number 14 of lesson number 1. It's true, 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 true. How to keep house. How to keep house. I wonder why he got that started first. How to keep house. And the more you look at a house that is unkept, that means you are failing to keep what? Duty. Then that adds stress to you because you know you should do it. And the more you don't do it, stress. How to keep house. Sew, cook. How to rear our children. How to take care of our husbands. And in general, how to act at home and abroad. Any default in duty creates stress. Brothers, men are the maintainers of women. You're not maintaining? Stress. Because your house will revolt against you in direct proportion to your default in duty. Yeah, it's true. I love you, but the rent's not paid. I love you, but I bought a new suit, but you didn't get a dress. I love you, but I got on alligators and your shoes are run over. I love you, but I took the money that was for the children and I spend it up foolishly so my children don't have adequate this or that. See, that's defaulting duty. That's stress. And the more stress that's on the mind, and you know what you're supposed to do, then your knowledge begins to whip you and add more stress. Pretty soon you become a bug out or a bug in. Stress. Well, our duty is number one, not to a wife, not to a husband, not to a mother, not to a father. Surah 4 says, and keep your duty to your Lord, your guardian Lord, who created you. So the obligation of a believer to God is number one, prayer. And if you don't pray, you got stress. You say, well, no. See, everything you got and what you hope to get is from Allah. How dare us not give him adequate honor? And he hasn't asked us of anything great. He just said, pray to me. Boy, that's something. Duty. We have a duty to God to pray. And that duty is really to yourself, because God don't need our prayers. But we need to constantly pray to remind ourselves, lest we get carried away with the world and lose contact with him. Stress. You know, brothers, that the mosque is there. You have a duty to be there. Now, you can keep saying, I'll be there next week or the week after. But then when you come, an investigator may say, where have you been? Stress. Default in duty. Then you start lying. And all lies really give you stress. Because you know the truth, but you know you have lied. And a liar is a stress-filled person. How did I get on this kind of stuff? Personally, my mother beat me worse for lying than for any wrong that I ever committed. And she told me she hated liars. And I'm with my mother. That's right. I hate liars. My father, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, hated lies. That's right. And he would punish laborers double for lying. We can't build a righteous government if the laborers are liars. Yaqub made all his laborers liars. And the only way we're going to reverse the world of Yaqub is to make every laborer a teller of truth, even if that truth is against yourself. Yeah. Why do we lie? Do you think Yaqub got to be present for somebody to tell a lie? Watch little children. They never met Yaqub. Don't know nothing about him. But you ask them a question about something you told them to do and they didn't do it, and see how quick they lie. Why do people lie? Because you feel by telling the truth your security would be endangered. And by lying, you figure you're covering and making yourself safer in the lie. But every lie will catch you. So why don't you get in the habit? And you got to get in the habit because you're in the habit of lying. No, it's true. No. I know I'm with the righteous. But the righteous are habitual liars that have to be cleansed of the habit of lying. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, don't take the first answer that come out their mouth. Because the first answer is a lie. Just keep probing. Say their mouth looks like this. Say the first answer is crooked. Say you keep going till you get the straight of it, and that's back here, way in the back of their mouth. I didn't make that up. He said that to me. And you know what? I found that pretty much to be true. So I asked myself, who among you is worthy for me to destroy my character by lying to you when God already knows the truth? If you cannot lie to God, then who else is there after God? Your security is not with man. Your security and safety is with God. So if you can't lie to God, for he knows the truth, then show me a man that is worthy for you to disgrace yourself and lower your character and undermine your development by just telling a big old bald-faced lie.